2, 2, 1, 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the My Place Geek Factory. Okay, now, house rules first, right? If by any chance that this stream ends on our Facebook page, that's the Geek Factory page, click out, go above, and you can click into a YouTube page, and you won't have any interruptions there. If you're watching this on just the My Place page on its own, click over to the Geek Factory page because we don't broadcast on the My Place page. So there's a message up there to click over to the Geek Factory page so you'll see that. Now, next week we have the wonderful Rebecca Houlihan. Okay. She is... Hang on a second, just getting some hand signals here. Down a bit in volume, is that? Okay. Too loud. Right. Oh, it's not loud enough? Hang on a sec. Okay, so can you hear me now? Right, okay. I'm going to go through this very quickly this time because I just feel like I'm repeating myself. But anyway, and that's a thumbs up. Okay, if you're watching this on the My Place page, switch over to the My Place Gig Factory page. Otherwise, you will not see the gig because, as you can see by the signs on it, it won't work on that one. However, if you're watching this on the Gig Factory page and for some strange reason the gremlins in Facebook decides to cut the gig, don't worry about it. Just click out of it. Go to the post above it. That's a YouTube link to it. Okay. Next week we have the wonderful Rebecca Houlihan. She's basically an amazing vocalist. It's an acoustic set I think she's doing, but I put it to you this way, tune in, it's absolutely going to be an excellent night, and that will more than likely be our last streaming gig, hopefully, because we will be back here with 50 people in the venue, socially distanced at tables. Our first gig, hopefully on the 24th of July, is going to be Live Lizzie, Tin Lizzie Tribute Act. What we will be doing is that the tickets will not go on sale, but they will go on reservation next Monday. When they go on reservation, you can reserve tickets 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, tables off, right? And the only criteria is the ticket has to be paid for, and we will make contact with you. The ticket will have to be paid for by Wednesday because they're going to be in hot demand, and if you don't pay for ticket by Wednesday, well then they're going to be put back up on sale. That's all fingers crossed that we're allowed have events in the centre, okay? Without further ado, I want to introduce tonight's act. Fiona Kennedy and our band. They're absolutely amazing. They were brilliant. Listen to them in the sound check. The sound in here, I can't wait to have an audience in here, is absolutely amazing. I hope the sound will be good tonight on YouTube and Facebook. We put a lot of time into it. So without further ado, will you please give an online welcome to Fiona Kennedy and her band. Thank you.
Okay, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight, and it's wonderful to be here at the Middleton My Place Gig Factory. It's a fantastic place to be, and we've been treated very, very well so far, and the sound is great and the whole setup. So without delaying you anymore now, we'll get straight into it. And we're going to do our first song, which was the single that went to #1 in the Irish iTunes charts. Yay! And thanks to all of you for buying it. You're great. It's called The Place of My Resurrection. Resurrection. Take me to the land of where I'm meant to be. No playing it safe and no regrets. And I know when I can lay down my head. Take me to the place of my resurrection, when I'm close to you, I'm no longer searching. When the Spirit joins and we recognize the way, that's when I Great stuff. Well done, guys. Okay, that song is kind of really about finding your way through everything that's been going on over the last couple of months, well, year and a half, almost 2 years now, and finally finding kind of somewhere that you're at peace. And the next one is going way, way further back to a time when I was a student in UCC. I kind of spent a lot of time playing music when I was supposed to be studying. I just had a horrible feeling I was on the wrong song, but I wasn't, thank God. All right, so yeah, the song is called All Together Now, and I guess that kind of ties in with my years and years of playing music to people who really want to listen, and playing my own songs, and then playing in pubs and getting everybody going and feeling the crowd singing along with me and saying, come on, all together now. So there's a lot of nostalgia in this next one. I'm going to dedicate it to a lot of people who were in college in my time, and to my friend Donal Hayes, who was a great guy for the music in those days and still is. And of course, the great Hank Weddell, who was always to be found in the bar in the college as well. And we had some great sessions together, so all together now.
There's a bar in New York City. They call it CBGB, and I felt a strange, familiar feeling when I walked into the dressing room one night, and it took me back to the college bar. Music and love, that's what life was for. We were singing all together now. We were playing all together now. Graffiti everywhere, posters peeling down the walls. Come on, look inside. A wave of smoke and music filled the air. The needle and the damage done. The horse that had no name. Music playing every night. I'd sit down and do the same. We were singing all together now. We were playing all together now. Walking home down College Road, all the songs still in my head. I didn't know the path I chose was gonna take me far away. Damage done, the horse that had no name. Music playing every night. I'd sit down and do the same. we were singing all together now. We were playing all together now. We were singing all together now. We were playing long forgotten now.
Great stuff. Well, when I was writing a lot of these songs, I kind of found myself, like I said already, kind of getting very nostalgic about things and looking back. I think a lot of us have been doing that over the lockdown and everything that's been happening. And also, I was listening to a guy called Eddie Lenihan, who is a Shanachie and a storyteller. And my dad was a great man for pishogues and, you know, stories about the countryside. And that kind of got me interested in Eddie Lenihan and all the old stories that the old folks used to have. And it led me to write this next song, all about a tree that's found all over Ireland. And in fact, God, the blossom this year was amazing. It was so nice to see it all over the place. I'd say it was gorgeous down by you now. And around here in Middleton, amazing. So wrote a song about the mystical whitethorn tree. It's some people think it's a lucky tree. More people, though, say, you know, if there's a particular whitethorn tree that has some stories attached to it, just give it a wide berth. So here's the story of the whitethorn tree.
It was a winter's night, she was feeling restless. One of those cold, cold nights when the moon has blessed us. She was hoping he wouldn't notice that the bed was empty, and the creak on the floor made her jump, but she kept on anyway. Swallowed up by the night, she went down to where she liked to be. Don't you know that at night you can sit near the whitethorn tree? But there was somebody there, it was a man that she'd never seen. He looked into her eyes and he whispered, "Where have you been?" As she sat where no one was meant to be, as she lifted her long blonde hair and it hung down free, together they walked to the place where the moonlight called her. And the sun came up and it shone on the white palm tree. A Friday day and a fool in September. Happiness so far away she can't remember. And the stories that they told her, stay away from the tree by the river. Superstition, never know what to take. Stay back, they say, but it's calling her to stay. Stay back from the white palm tree. 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 Lovely. Andy, would you mind getting me some water? You could always just put it up at the side there and give it to John. I forgot to bring my water. At the half time of your thing is grand. He's watching the match, of course. For those who don't know, Andy is my husband, so I can ask him to get me water. Okay, now, during the last couple of weeks of fantastic weather, I was lucky enough to go on a great trip down to the kingdom of Kerry, and I spent a couple of nights in Glen Bay with some friends, and oh gee, we had a ball, we had a great time. So Sarah and Yvonne, thanks so much for a couple of great days, and we were walking around Kerry, walking around Carrickaveen and Killorglin, and any time we'd have a lovely view, Sarah would turn around and she'd sing, "Where else would you get it?" And that's part of the song, the chorus of the song that I have for you now. There's a bit of a story with this one, all right. My dad is Mick Kennedy, as a lot of you know, and he was a fantastic fly fisherman. And I was lucky enough to be brought, well, for many years just as the boat man, the boat person, and I'd keep the boat on the drift while Dad and my brother Mick were fishing away. And I was allowed to take a few casts from time to time, but every time, well, I know I'd always get tangled. Dad's best friend was Matt Williams, and Matt would be there as well when we were lucky enough to have him. And when we were coming home from a great day on the water, going through Macroom, we'd always have to stop at a famous pub called the Old Triangle. And we'd go into the Old Triangle. I was about 13 or 14 these days, and I was mad to get back to go to the teenage disco in Highfield Rugby Club. And I'd be saying, Dad, come on. Anyway, the sing-song would start. I'd be drafted to get the music going, and Matt would give away the newly caught trout, that beautiful trout we'd caught in the lake. And sure, if there was any tourists there who had never had Killarney trout, Matt would be giving away the trout, and that's referred to in the song, in case you're wondering. The line says, Matt gives the treasure away, and that's what he was doing, giving away our precious trout. But people were delighted to get them. Anytime then, we'd be all sorted out, sitting in the boat, finally starting fishing, and Dad would always say the same thing every single time, and he'd say, look at this now, where else would you get it? So, Dad, this is for you. And by the way, Greenwell's Glory is a fly. It's a fishing fly. I'll get it there in a minute, sure, if you stick it over there, and that'd be so great. Thank you so much. fresh breeze from the south. Big smiles from my mother, rods and reels, and we're gone. And the sound of the water out past the castle and free. Any rise is the call out, and we'll light up the fire for the tea. And my heart was beating all the way there as the kingdom waits in her splendor. Black and silver will be dancing through the soft Kerry air, and I knew every word you would say. Where else would you get it? Nowhere else in the world. And the splash of the green well's glory brings your face and those days to my mind. Coming home in the evening, drowsy and full from the day, we might stop at the old triangle and watch Matt give the treasure away. Jingle jangle forever, all the rhythm of life in your time, flowing on like a river into the lakes of my mind. And my heart was beating all the way there as the kingdom waits in her splendor. Black and silver will be dancing through the soft Kerry air, and I knew every word you would say. Where else would you get it? Nowhere else in the world. And the splash of the green well's glory brings your face and those days to my mind. Any rise boat is drifting in my dreams, shadows shifting, flowing on like a river all the way home. Where else would you get it? Where else would you get it? Nowhere else in the world. And the splash of the green well's glory brings your face and those days to my mind.
Beautiful, well done. Oh, lads, it is just so wonderful to have a cello with us this evening. Now, which reminds me, I'll just introduce everybody now. I should have done it sooner. Obviously, on cello there was the great Ilse Desire. Ilse, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming tonight. On guitar, my bandmate and someone I've played with for many, many years, John McGrath. On keyboard over there, after coming all the way from Clonakilty, is another old friend and someone I've played together with as well for many years, and that's the one and only John Culnan. He's got his nutty professor going on. I love the long hair, John. I think it's really cool. And of course, on drums, on the riser tonight, is somebody who goes way, way, way back with me and my gigs over the years, and that's Des Field, wonderful drummer, and we're absolutely delighted, Des, you could make it tonight. It's our first gig in, since everything closed down, so hope we're doing okay, hope you're enjoying it out there. We're trying our best to keep it together, and the song we're going to play for you now is another one of the singles that I brought out during all of the last year and a half. Recorded by Cormac O'Connor. Cormac, if you are listening, I don't know if you're, I think you're doing something tonight yourself, but anyway, Cormac made a great job of recording this one, and it's called All of the Days, especially for Andy, who was away for a long, long time, and I was very sad, and I wrote this song about him. He's home now, and we're fighting like dogs. No, we're not. We're not. It's great to have you home, and I'll just take a drop of water, and we'll go for it. Chat away among yourselves there, lads. Special thank you to the team here, by the way, at My Place Middleton Gig Factory, Liam, Ruan, and Morgan, and all the crew. You're great. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to Mossy as well. Thank you very much. That's for anybody who's missing somebody now tonight. Okay, well, I was saying that when I was kind of writing these latest songs, I was finding nostalgia coming into it, and another theme that's kind of running through the songs as well is the sea for some reason. And I suppose when we couldn't go to the seaside, I live in the suburbs, and it was murder when we couldn't, head down to Garrettstown or down to Clon or whatever. So maybe that's why that theme was coming into a lot of the tunes. So if anybody here believes in lots of life going on under the sea, maybe not life as we know it, this one may be for you. It's a song called Find Me, and we'll dedicate it now to anybody who's working at sea, especially now for all the fishermen down in Kinsale.
Come and find me, can you hear me? I am waiting in the sea. Come and find me, singing softly, calling out your destiny. Life was rolling on like the ocean swell that I loved for so long. Nothing but the sky and my freedom calling till the wind blew in that song. And a cold small hand slipped into mine, and I could not let go. Drifting round my dreams and knowing every single hope in my soul, taking me down. Come and find me, can you hear me? I can wait in the sea. Come and find me, can you hear me? Calling out your destiny. Far below the sparkling, glistening waves, where the colors dim from blue, slowly waving walls of silence guide the quiet mysteries of you. And your song so deep inside my blood that it calls me when I sleep, swimming round my dreams and knowing every single thing unseen, taking me down. Come and find me, can you hear me? I am waiting in the sea. Come and find me, singing softly, calling out your destiny. Come and find me, can you hear me? I am waiting in the sea.
Well done, everybody. Great stuff. Ooh, somebody like you. This one is self-explanatory. I won't. You'll know what it's about when you hear it. Big shout out to Linda O'Connell as well. Linda has been fantastic for supporting me, and also Billy Kennedy, by the way. We've all been kind of geeing each other up when things were quiet, and I'd say you'll like this one actually, Linda. I hope you like it. There's a good old beat to it.
Spinning ball we live on is trying to catch its breath. We've just got to give it a little. Our kids can hear her choking, they see what's going down. Look at us, still disbelieving. Look at us, still disbelieving. Nothing stands alone here, we lean on something else. All fall down or all rise together. Time is getting short now and the tide is rising fast. Stop now or lose it forever. Stop now or lose it forever. Can't you hear the young voices calling? They can see right through all the talk and contradiction, calling out to somebody like you. Somebody like you. Yeah. So easy to believe that we're doing all we can. So easy not to change, not to listen. As our spinning ball gets hotter and the tides are burning up, rising seas and smoke on the water. Rising seas and smoke on the water. Can't you hear the young voices calling? They can see right through all the talk and contradictions. They're calling out to somebody like you. Somebody like you.
it? Okay. We're going to sing a song that was the title track of my album, which kind of kick-started me back out on the road again. I was still playing music for many, many years, as everybody knows, but I wasn't kind of doing a lot of my own stuff, which is a kind of a different thing to be doing because it's quite difficult to make a living out of it. But the Beach album really got me going. So we're going to give you The Beach now, and it's especially for Yvonne. I know she loves this song. So this is for you, Yvonne.
Get your gear and we'll go together. Roll it up and we're on our way. Sun is warm and it's lovely weather. We've got the time we can spend all day. Heard a voice, it was you we were singing, playing songs to the stars and sun. On the rocks with the white waves swim. All those days, they were so much fun. To the beach, and we're going. To the beach, let's go. Going to the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. Never knew what we had was slip, like the sand washing out to sea. Crystal water and a white knife slit. I didn't feel it 'cause it had to be. To the beach, and we're going. To the beach, let's go. Going to the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. Still feel the light through the canvas in our tent, so safe, so warm. Something stopped in the night and found us. It's so sad we lost it all. So sad we lost it all. To the beach, and we're going. To the beach, let's go. Going to the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. To the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. Going to the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. To the beach, and we're going. To the beach, let's go. Going to the beach, and we're going. Going to the beach, let's go. Let's go.
I was for El Marie as well. El Marie, I forgot that was one of your faves as well. Folks, there is a PayPal link up there on your stream. And if you can, it would be great if you can throw in something into the bucket for all the musicians. Everybody's playing here tonight for free, and it would be great just to get a few bob in to pay everybody. So if you are enjoying it and you want to put something in, the PayPal link is there, so don't be afraid to use it. All right, thanks very much. I hate asking you now, sorry lads, but they're worth it, aren't they? They're absolutely brilliant. Lads, thanks again, you sound so good. Now, everybody has, you know, somebody in the family that kind of keeps the peace and keeps everybody together. My mom was kind of, well, she is that kind of a person and always was. So she's the heart and soul of the family. And this song is called Heart and Soul.
Bed alone at night, I couldn't catch my breath, my lungs so tight. The gentle voice would take away my fear, the voice I carry with me everywhere. I found my wings and flew with the strength and love I got from you. Wish I could take back all the pain that I left you with back then. No one prepares you for it. It all happens so fast. Goes by in the blink of an eye, but the memories will last. You are the the peace that made us whole. The rock we are relied upon. You are the heart and the soul. Yes, you are. The rock of ages sing inside your soul. Gospel music moves you, and I know rhythm of your heartbeat. Rock and roll, even when this life will lay you low. Oh, how the circle turns, and it's time for me to repair everything that I do for you. Is just a way to say you are the You were the heart and the
funky there. Another woman who kind of made history, and there's been many stories written about her, many songs. Well, I don't know how many songs were written about her, but there's loads of stories anyway. And she was a lady from the west of Ireland, known as the Pirate Queen of the West. Of course, I'm talking about Gráinne Mhaol, who cut her own hair off when she was a teenager, a young girl, because she wanted to go out on the boat with her dad, who was a pirate, and decided that she loved it. And they have now discovered that there was a pirate based in Kinsale as well. Barry, the historian below in Kinsale, who does the historic tours, was talking about her on the Arts House there lately on 96 FM. So I'll have to write a song about her now next. But this one was a song I wrote about Gráinne Mhaol before I heard about our own Cork Pirate Queen. So she's next for the treatment now. But we'll give you this. It's called A Woman Who Loved Her Life, or Gráinne Mhaol.
You'd see your flag and cry. You ran with the clouds, and you lived for the open sky. And no one dared to tell you when to drop your flag and rest. The rising tide made you feel alive, the warrior queen of the West. When you cut your hair and you sailed away to freedom, you didn't shed a tear when you saw it hit the ground. But when the waves went easy and the stars were burning bright, well, you loved to lie in the arms of love. You were a woman who loved your life. Now I've been in years of fight, and my flag is old and torn. I'm battle scarred and weary, and my family all have flown. And now they're trying to make me leave my home to rest. But I'm holding on with a fight, the song, an old crow in my nest. And when the long day is done and I fought my way to freedom, and my medals all stacked up one by one on the mantelpiece, and when the waves go easy and the stars are burning bright, well, I hope they say as I sail away, she was a woman who lived her life. When you cut your hair and you sailed away to freedom, you didn't shed a a woman who lived her life.
Of course, I'd have to whack that at some point. I was doing so well. Gonna change guitars here now. Match go. All right. We'll have to stop for chips on the way home now, I'd say. You'll be in great form.
Another song out of that.
Yeah, there'll be another song out of that, there will. All right. This one is called All Talk, a good song for me. Let me just get my bearings here now, lads, sorry.
That sinking feeling ricochets around your head. That voice that never knows your name. And as you look away at someone else instead, remind yourself it's just a game. Feel it inside. You are your own beloved child. No fear, no pride. Your own beloved child. Come on. And they were all soft, and they were all wrong. And now we'll drive south, singing our own song, yeah. Too old, too young, too fat, too thin, you've heard it all. Eyes to the sky and travel on. So many more have gone before, they just don't fall under that spell, that siren song. Feel it inside. You are your own beloved child. No fear, no pride. Your own beloved child. I was worried about that one now, I have to say.
Very new.
Oh my God.
we're coming towards the end now. We're going to do Gobi next, I think. Is that? I haven't got my. Yeah, we are. Okay, just change guitars again there. Now, there is a man on the sound desk there. I played at his wedding, and I cannot remember. Is it Sean? James, I am so sorry. And I said, will I say Sean, but I know I'll be wrong. James, thank you so much. And also, your friend there, what's the other man's name? And David. James and David, lads, thanks a million. It's because I'm old, James. I'm getting old. That's why. Have you ever just kept your temper for a long, long time? Ladies looking in tonight, I know you know what I mean. Andy is thinking the same thing now. And just, so that's kind of what's being talked about in this one. A song called Slow Burner. Now, sorry. Jeepers, Gobi. Yeah, I've no sheet for Gobi. That's what happened to me. Right, sorry, we're going to do Gobi was next. Gobi is a little dog. There's a lovely music video on YouTube of this song. If you'd like to see it, just put in Fiona Kennedy, Gobi, Gobi. And Gobi ran 250 kilometers through the desert with a runner called Dion Leonard. And there's a story, a very, very best-selling book written about it, and there's a movie coming out as well, all about the story of Gobi, the little dog, who appeared out of nowhere in the Gobi Desert. I heard him being interviewed on the radio, not Gobi, he's not also a talking dog, but Dion Leonard being interviewed. Found it fascinating and wrote this song. It's on my album, The Beach, which you can purchase. You can get it from my website. You can get it from the Island of Music online as well. So if you'd like to get a copy of it, Gobi is one of the songs on there, and The Beach is on it as well.
Run with me, I will leave you. desert, little friend, I'm gonna call you Gobi. So come on and let me love you. I know you need someone like me. I wouldn't leave you in the desert, little friend, I'm gonna call you Gobi. I'm gonna call you Gobi. I wouldn't leave you in the desert, little friend, I'm gonna call you Gobi. Little Gobi. That's all we've got for you tonight. We're going to finish with the last song, everybody. I do have to say a very, very special thank you once again to this amazing band. On guitar, John McGrath. On drums, Des Field. On keyboard, John Culnan. And our wonderful cello player, the one and only Ilse Desire. Guys, thank you so much. I know it was all a bit rushed and you put loads of work into it. Thank you very, very much. Thank you to the My Place Middleton Gig Factory, Liam and Morgan, James and David and all the crew. And of course, Mossy. Mossy is the doorman. He's stopping all the crowd outside. All the Middleton gang are trying to get in, rush the stage. So, listen, thank you so much. And I have to say thank you to Andy, who has been putting up with me for the last week or two, getting organised for this and pulling and dragging gear and all the rest for me. So, Andy, thank you so much. And I'm delighted you won the match. Great. So, it goes against the grain for me now, but I'm happy for you. All right? Okay. We'll finish with the one I was introducing a while ago by mistake. Slow Burner. Everybody, don't forget the little link is there if you'd like to donate something for the band. And keep an eye out on my Facebook page. My website is fionakennedy.ie. You can get the album from the Island of Music, which is online, theislandofmusic.ie, and from my website as well. And please like my page and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all the usual places. And we'll see you again soon. We'll have a new single coming out fairly soon as well. So keep your ear out for that. Thank you very much. Good night. Finish with Slow Burner. I know you're dressed to kill, but I didn't think you'd kill me. Though it's been a long time in your brain, yeah, thinking things are just unreal, holding them against me now. I didn't cause your pain. You think that I'm stealing your sunshine? Look around, the light is streaming in. It's not too late to join in, and you can come for me. But they say I'm a slow burner. My tears can't heal you, but they say I'm a slow burner. But I see now what's happening around me, and it hurts me to see that you got it in for me. But it took me a long time to see through the smiling face, but it doesn't fool me anymore. Oh, you say that I'm stealing your sunshine, throwing lightning rods. Look out if you weaving webs that go nowhere, they'll blow away in the wind. And you can come from me, but they say I'm a slow burner. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah.
Ilse? Do you fancy it? Do you want to go? Oh, yeah, 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 you can come for me. Woo! But they say I'm a slow burner. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't heal you. No, no, no. 'Cause they say I'm a slow, slow burner. One more time. Come on. Yeah, 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 you can come for me. But they say I'm slow, 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 slow burner. Practice can't heal you. They say I'm slow, slow burner. Why don't you think twice before hurting me? 'Cause this slow burner's got a heart, you see. Thank you very much. Good night.
That that was the amazing Fiona Kennedy and her band. A big online round of applause because that was absolutely amazing, girls. Absolutely, and guys. Sorry about that. Right, okay. Now don't forget, next week we're back here because we couldn't reopen. So next week we'll have Rebecca Hoolin, and at that now we're going to end our broadcast and say thank you so much